Can't see you through all these stuffies.
There's a lot of stuffies.
There's a lot of stuffies today. I like stuffies. Cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome to the bar today.
Welcome to the bar with our stuffy friends.
Hello, everyone. We brought some stuffy friends with us today.
Plushies, or what other words do people call stuffies?
Stuffies, plushies, toy plushy stuffies, cozy stuffies, things to love, cuddle.
Snuggle bunnies.
Snuggle bunnies. Snuggle bunnies is a good one.
Snuggle bunnies.
Love cuddle, bunny cuddles, fluffy cuddle, fluff balls, balls full of love, joyful love, fluffy balls, and all things in between. Absolutely.
Joyful love, fluffy balls.
So if your apartment or place is very stuffy right now, then grab some stuffies and get yourself stuffed up by the stuffy love and all the stuffy snuggle stuffies that you can get if it's really hot and sticky and humid and sticky and humid. Nothing better than grabbing more humid stuffies and just snuggle them so you get even more sweaty in your humid, stuffy, humid-filled stuff fest with all your stuffies.
You're talking about being sweaty.
And I'm wearing a hoodie! Yeah! This particular spot is not. It's actually the perfect temperature.
It's true.
We are down kind of half below, half above the ground. So this particular space is not too bad. Actually, the temperature here is way better than up. So right here, it is not stuffy like crazy. So,
No.
But we have been feeling a little bit of stuffiness and crazy humidity. So I don't know if that's why we brought them in, but we just kind of brought them in because we were just feeling it. We were just kind of feeling them. Yeah, just feeling them, just having them in. Some stuffy, cozy, good vibes.
The stuffy is the happiest thing. Like whenever I'm sad or sick.
Yeah.
Or lonely, or any bad juju feelings.
Possibly exhausted.
If
you are exhausted as shit.
Hug a stuffy. It will bring you back to life.
Yeah, if you are exhausted and your energy levels are surpassed, and you don't have any energy levels left, hug a stuffy, it'll rejuvenate your energy levels. Maybe bring them back to a good level. So that's what I think stuffies are here for. And
they're comforting.
I don't understand the people that grow up and get rid of their stuffies because it's like pick some cool ones and have them around, man.
I would say you don't have
to grow out of your stuffies.
Like I don't think
make them cooler, man. Make them cooler.
I don't think I have any of my stuffies from when I was a kid.
No?
No. But I mean, we won't get into that.
Yeah, exactly. You had some
strange
stuffies that disappeared or kind of went away on you, right? They just disappeared.
Yeah, so I think I just upgraded my stuffies over time.
You got cooler ones.
And they come with memories too. Like every single one of these has a memory attached to them, which is kind of neat.
You should say this one because this one's pretty cool.
Yeah, so
what's the deal with this one?
Whew, long story. Anyway.
And it's interesting how the back is ripped too, because that's kind of a cool story, a unique one with this one in particular.
Yeah, so a few years back, I was going through some really big health changes and stuff. And basically my body is eating my spine.
Yeah, it's not cool.
It's not cool. It's really not cool.
No, it sucks.
So I have to be on medication to help my body not eat my spine because I kind of need it.
It's kind of important. Yeah.
So the first one I tried, I had to go every 4 weeks or every 6 weeks to get an IV.
Yeah.
And these IVs would take a couple hours, and I was scared. I'm not a big needle fan. I've gotten better with it over time because I've had to.
I'm not either. As I slowly pass out and fall over because I don't like needles either, and I'm just bah.
So this cutie patootie picked up Mr. Monkey so I could bring him with me so I could cuddle him while I got poked. And ironically, his back split open, so now he's got tape.
Yeah, this is a very one of those like strange, ironic things that happens just completely randomly. But if you look at the back of this one, the back actually split and the thing started to come out a little bit
Yeah.
after I got her this for when she was starting that. And then you kind of had it for not that long, and then some of the stitching was coming
Yeah.
out, and some of the stuff, and we were just kind of like,
It was really ironic.
yeah, it was so bizarre that the back had that issue, and I got that for your back issue. It was just one of those things that I was like, that's very weird that it came apart at the seam in the back after I had got it for you because of the back issue. So it's kind of an interesting link between something that happened to you and then this parallel thing that just completely randomly happened to the Stuffie that I got you. And obviously we didn't feel like stitching it back together, so we just put a piece of tape on it. Even though at that point we probably couldn't have, but now we know a little bit more about
I don't think I knew how to stitch things back then.
basic stitching. Yeah, it's pretty basic.
I still suck.
Yeah, it's not, something
like
that...
the dress I made, slowly falling apart.
Yeah, exactly.
But I did sew it by hand. I
Well,
bet you if I would have sewed it with the sewing machine,
when you made it, I was actually pretty impressed that you pulled that off. So the fact that you made the dress and you made it good was super cool. And you did wear it a few times before it starts to have
It's still
a
like
little...
wearable. I think I'll probably just have to wear like a belt or something.
But is it falling apart a little bit too much?
I think what I might end up doing with it is just turning it into a skirt. Or just making, because I still have a shit ton of fabric.
Fair.
So.
So you're going to take it apart, turn it into a skirt then?
I might. Or, I don't know. I'm going to think on it.
Interesting.
I could also stitch like some sort of ribbon or something around like the middle part.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. That's sweet.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yep. I like the stuffies.
Yeah. They're pretty cool to have.
I hug a stuffie every day.
Yeah.
Have you hugged your stuffies today?
I can't say I do that every day. I definitely don't hug a stuffy every day. That's not something that I personally do. I just have a couple that I had from all the way back in the day that have hung along me. I actually have a monkey is... I think that we used that monkey once for one of these, if I'm not mistaken. We did a puppet episode once, and I used that monkey, I believe, for that one. In that at one point, so we did some puppeteering when we attempted some puppeteering, which is trickier than you may think. Trickier than you might think. Puppeteering is a little bit difficult. Oh, nice.
Yup.
Nice.
Yup.
And we also played some Dinosaur Monopoly.
Jurassic Park Monopoly.
We played some Jurassic Park Monopoly the other day.
I have to correct you because there is also Dinosaur Monopoly.
Is there?
Yes.
So there's Dinosaur Monopoly and then there's Jurassic Park Monopoly?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
There's actually... Okay, so technically speaking, as far as I know, there's 3 different types of Dinosaur Monopoly. There is Dinoopoly, which is like for kids.
Dinoopoly, okay, cool.
And then there's Dinosaur Monopoly.
Okay.
And then there is Dinosaur Monopoly version 1, which isn't made anymore. And a friend of mine still has one.
Has a Dinosaur Monopoly?
Yep. And it's like a collector's thing now. Like people pay like $200 for it.
No way, yeah?
Yeah.
Because it's super collectors?
Because people collect Monopoly board games.
How many different versions of Monopoly
Holy
do you
shit.
think? You knew that question was coming.
I did.
I had to ask. If you had to guess how many versions of Monopoly exist, how many do you think?
50.
I was going to say probably around the same. So
Cool.
that's pretty much like, I was going to say, 50, 70. Maybe I was going to go maybe even higher. Like, because you think of all the local ones that we don't even really know. Like,
I don't count those.
There's Subry in a Box, which is...
But that's not Monopoly.
It's the same thing. It's
But
the exact same
Monopoly.
thing.
It's not Monopoly.
But it's the exact same thing.
It's the same game style, but it's not Monopoly. It doesn't count.
I've never even played it.
It doesn't count.
I think someone made that like 10 years ago, and I've never had the opportunity to play that game.
It doesn't count.
Subry in a Box, which apparently there's a lot of them out there, but I've never played the game once. I've never played the Subry in a Box game.
But Jurassic Park Monopoly was fun.
Yeah, Jurassic
I
Park.
won
Jurassic Park.
with a Velociraptor.
Oh my god!
How appropriate.
Yeah, you won. You won Monopoly. You definitely did. It was pretty close, but then the ending was abrupt and completely. You just smoked me with that one property. Which one did you have? The Velociraptor with the fence on it. And then I landed on it, and you completely wiped out everything that I had with that one land. Mm-hmm. It was just like, and gone. Just like that. And there it was, Monopoly crushage. A crushage.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I do enjoy throwing down a good game of Monopoly, and it's always fun to toss out the Monopoly board and play it a little bit.
You know, I'm not a huge math man, but I enjoy me a good game of Monopoly.
Ooh, you should play it at your bachelorette party.
No.
Oh, no? Bachelorette party Monopoly?
Don't you know there are already games set for this?
Oh, you already have games set for your bachelorette party?
Not me. I didn't do that.
But there's some games set for the bachelorette party.
I have no idea what they are because I don't.
But you're just gonna find out eventually.
I'm just gonna, yeah.
Okay, all right. But you guys have some games set. Some games are set up. Interesting.
Yeah, I have a bachelorette party this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Never been to one.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what this entails.
A lot of potatoes.
Apparently. Lots of potatoes. We are making... Okay, I thought there was 5 of us, but there's actually 6.
Because she loves potatoes. So you're making a ton of potatoes.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
6 different types of potato.
There's going to be dessert potatoes. There's going to be regular potatoes. There's going to be all kinds of potatoes. There's going to be 6 different varieties of potatoes.
I wonder what it's going to be like.
I don't know, but you're going to have a lot of potatoes.
I'm trying not to think too much about it because my brain is like, that's fucking gross. Potato and sugar? Mm-hmm. That's fucking nasty. Mm-hmm. And peanut butter? Blech.
Dessert potato.
That's happening.
Dessert potato. I didn't even know there was that many varieties of dessert potato dishes that you can make.
I only found one dessert potato.
I think you found a few. I thought you found like...
That was just a bunch of different recipes.
Oh, okay. So there was a bunch of different recipes, but there was just the one dessert potato.
So I picked the dessert
variety.
Potato.
Cool. I have, in all the different varieties of potatoes I've tried, I don't recall ever tasting a dessert potato dish.
Me neither. I didn't know. I was shocked. Shocked.
I think it's a thing that's yet to be fully understood is the dessert potato.
It might be incredibly disgusting.
Maybe the dessert potato hasn't been like mastered yet. I haven't had like one quote unquote dessert potato dish. So
if you've had dessert potatoes, let me know.
Yeah, let us know. Let me know too.
Yeah,
because I don't know either.
And them.
Yeah, they want to know too. Dessert potatoes.
Dessert potatoes.
I don't know.
It's happening.
It could be all right.
It's happening.
It could be all right. But you're gonna see what happens,
yep.
And you have some games lined up, so that'll be fun. I think if you guys played Monopoly, you would rip each other's heads off.
Somebody might die.
I think you would have the most aggressive game of Monopoly that has ever played. The board would probably get flipped over, and I don't think you'd be able to finish it because everybody would just end up yelling at each other. That would be your bachelorette. That would be your bachelorette party Monopoly, and a demon would probably end up being summoned from the Monopoly board, as it just became a vicious bachelorette Monopoly game that never got finished and summoned a demon. I feel like that's probably what would happen on your bachelorette party weekend if you decided to play Monopoly.
Yep.
Especially the Jurassic Park version.
Yep.
There would definitely be some demons being summoned at that particular party.
Yeah. I think they're going to be summoned anyway.
Dun dun dun.
So far, okay.
Dun dun dun.
This is turning out to be almost exactly like the movie Bridesmaids. It's wild.
So the difference between planning a bachelor party and a bachelorette party has become relatively crazy aware to me, and how much easier it was for us to plan things versus how much you guys are planning things. And it's day and night because we plan it in like 24 hours. Well, we planned the day ahead, but like we got our details together like relatively small amount of time. But then we didn't change it, and we just stuck with the thing. But then you guys are like, we gotta change that. We gotta try and change it. Maybe we should do this. Maybe we shouldn't do that.
Don't include me in that.
Yeah,
I stepped out.
Fair.
I stepped out.
You just were kind of like, well, maybe that might work.
I'm just like the little fly on the wall at this point.
Okay.
That's the way I'm currently living my existence.
Fair.
In that realm.
In that realm.
In
Yeah,
that realm.
Fair. That's fair.
Fly on the wall.
Do your thing, and then it'll be a good time. It'll be a good time.
Exactly.
That's what matters.
Do your thing, honey.
That was pretty good.
Ain't with me.
I like that. Nice. Good dance. I'm feeling pretty artsy fartsy today.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm feeling
I
bloated.
wore this artsy fartsy hat. You're feeling bloated? Straight up, I'm feeling bloated. Honestly, man, I've been like artsy fartsy in vibes lately. But I saw on a walk today that somebody punked the books from the book exchange thing.
Did they punk your book too?
It was gone. There was 2 books left and all the other ones are gone. So this is kind of I don't understand this. So we have some boxes around here where you can put books in and you just exchange them, and there's these little exchange hubs that you can just put a book in and you take a book out. And the whole concept is it's free as long as you put a book in, you take a book out. Mm-hmm. And if you have an extra book, you can put 2 in and, take 1 out. Or what? It's a pretty basic concept. It's a book exchange. They're little boxes. They look cool. But unfortunately, sometimes some people just take all the books out of these book exchange things. And it's a little bit, what the hell, man? Because I walked by today and the same thing. There was 2 books left and they clearly had just been put there from the 20 that were in it last time, and I was just like,
sad face.
That's not how the book exchange thing works. It's like you don't just take all the books, but some people unfortunately feel like they're just going to go walk by it and take all the books, defeating the complete purpose of having these super cool, cute little book exchange boxes, which it's trying its best to work out. But as we understand within the human race, things that we try to do don't always pan out the way that, you think they're going to pan out. Such as far as a simple little book exchange, where all you have to do is put a book in and take a book out. Some people decide that they're just going to take all the books that are in there, and that's not exactly how that works.
Maybe they really like to read, and they're going to read them all and put them back.
In some sort of perfect universe, in the perfect world, that's what you'd like to think would happen. But, I mean, in the social aspect and the social dilemmas and maybe not all the best things that we have going on in reality, that's probably not what happened. They even had to put a little sign up that reads, "We're sorry that all the books got stolen. If you have any extra ones, please refill it. And remind yourself that if you take a book out, you put a book in." And it's a little thing that goes out, and I'm walking by it, and I'm like, So that clearly something happened there. I know, right? And you just kind of sit there and you're just like, all these cool things that are trying to be happening. Some of them don't pan out the way that you think. The sprinkles and the rainbows and the fluffs, right? It didn't really pan out the way that you would hope in the perfect situation, or the way that it should work, right? You take a book out, you put a book in. It's a simple thing. It's a book exchange. But some people take all the books out. So, I don't know. It kind of ruined my bit of my artsy-fartsy day. Broke my spirits a little bit for that point in time. But I recouped and I moved on.
That's good.
Because that's all you can do. And understand that maybe that person that took the books is going to read them all and become more intelligent for taking all the books and reading them all. Yeah. Let's hope. Let's hope. Let's hope that's what happened. And they're going to put them all back.
I kind of had an artsy-fartsy day, too.
It's like, man.
I had one of those days where I was like, okay, this thing's probably not going to take that long. This thing's probably not going to take that long. So I'll probably be able to do this, and that.
Mm-hmm.
And then that didn't happen, and basically all I did was this. Because this one thing, this design that I'm working on for a particular small business.
You did
I don't know what I can say yet.
No, just say that you did a brand new design and just leave it at that.
I did a new design for a small business.
Just did a brand new design.
Awesome.
Did a brand new design and leave it at that.
And as soon as I'm allowed to
say
things,
maybe
I will say
some
things.
more details.
Anywho, so I thought maybe that thing was going to take me 45 minutes, and it ended up taking me like 2.5 hours.
I know.
Because technology.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time that was done, my brain was basically melted snot, and
Basically, yeah.
That was it. I cooked dinner and I couldn't do anymore.
Yeah. We had a crispy chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Delicious.
If you never put chicken fingers on like a bun, put chicken fingers on a bun.
We don't do that too often, but it was good.
I've never done that before.
Well, I've had a couple, but
Yeah?
Yeah.
Chicken fingers.
yeah.
Not like a chicken patty.
No, I've had a few before. Yeah.
Really?
Like a couple. Yeah.
Why didn't you
It's
tell
like
me that?
it's like a hangover special. Sometimes you can make them like for lunch and stuff.
You never told me that.
Well, this is a long time ago. I
thought this was brand new.
Well, brand new for the past little while, yeah, for sure.
Oh.
Brand new within like I haven't had one in years, so I usually do barbecue chicken now if I'm cooking up some chicken. I prefer the barbecue style.
See, that's not the same thing.
It's not because it's not crispy chicken, and the whole point.
To have the chicken
The
finger.
whole point exactly was to make a crispy chicken, which we accomplished.
We did.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, when you're doing a design though, I think time can escape you, and especially when you're trying to do something new.
So
you know
finicky.
what I mean? It's like,
so finicky.
and then if technology goes sideways and it doesn't work out the way you want it to, yeah,
just
some
finicky.
some pokey stuff.
Yeah. So that just means I have a bigger to-do list tomorrow.
Yep.
You know what? I used to let that stress me out a lot. Like if I would make my to-do list for a day and I didn't get all of those things done, I'd like tear myself a new asshole, basically.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, you know what? I'll just move into the next day.
That's it. And if some things just keep getting moved, eventually you get to them eventually.
Yeah, I've moved things for like a month.
Yeah, I mean, time goes by, and eventually you just do.
Yeah, it's like, you
can only do what you can.
Yeah,
you can only do what you can.
I have this thing to do, but it's not of utmost importance. So whoop.
Exactly, you can only do what you can, and then after that, it's like that's all you can do.
Yep.
That's all you really can do.
Yep.
I agree with you.
So that was that.
And then we were playing Monopoly while watching some music streams, which is cool too, because there's a lot of cool music streams out there. And I think the coolest thing about music streams is discovering new music artists. And to me, when I'm watching the music streams with the new music artists that I'm discovering, it's pretty neat because there's so many new talented people that I'm discovering and their new works of music, all kinds of new artists just doing and making all kinds of new music. So I love the music streams, whether you throw it on while you're doing something else or whether you throw it on to just discover some new music, some new artists. I love the people out there that are streaming their new music content. I'm always watching to see what the new music is, who's out there doing what, who's making some new bangers and who's got some new tunes coming. Because as a music producer myself, I'm always trying to make new stuff, look out for who's making new music, and I've always got my eye on the music vibe to see who's making tunes and who's producing, who's out there kind of, doing the thing, right? So I love the music streams, whether you throw it on while you're playing a board game, or doing everything. I'm always watching music streams. And that's cool. That is super cool. That's all I wanted to say about that.
That's all?
Yeah.
You don't want to, plug?
Well, we were gonna throw to the album of the week, but I wasn't sure if you wanted to do that right now.
Well, I feel like it's appropriate. You started talking about music. So
well, I guess I was gonna mention my albums as this week's album of the week to do self-promotion week for the things that I have done myself. So I can bring that in right now if you want. Okay, we'll do some self-promotion this week. So I was bringing in my albums this week. These are some of the albums, some attempt at more self-promotion, which I am attempting to get better at. So I've made this. These are the 3 albums that I have completed in the past few years. I have the Dance Bangers original. Dance Bangers original was my first one that I completed as an official album a few years back, and then the Wild Wilds album. This, I had to put it on 2 CDs because there was too much to fit it on one. So I had to do double albums because I have too much production in just to get on 1 CD. And that one finished last year. And then I finished Echo, which is my new one that I just finished this year. So this one is Wild Wild's Echo, which just finished and wrapped up this year. And I made this kind of little plaque to tell myself, like the kitty, not to give up and to hang in there, as I have good and bad days as far as music production goes. So that is my a plaque of self music that I have created for the albums that I have made over time, because I've put a ton of time into music. So if you like new music, you can discover this and check it out. If you are into dance music, here's some stuff that I have personally made over time. Some cool albums to share with everyone. And I don't know if I can put that up there. That's probably
Just
not
put
going
it
to
back
work.
on the ground.
Okay, cool. So I'll put it here and then bring it out and put it back on the ground. I do stream too. Sometimes I'll leave my stream on and get that going. So that's cool. And I want to try to get some more of my stuff into different movies. And I have tried a few times to send some things, but I keep trying. So, hopefully as I produce more and create with different people, it'll get kind of sent to different places. Maybe get put in some movies, some whatever. So I'm trying to produce the most that I caneth.
Good job.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And thank you for checking it out. If you like new music, check out some of my own productions. I will drop that link and to the new album and the other ones down below. Boop, somewhere.
Down below.
Somewhere. Yes.
You knocked my little Sinclair dinosaur.
Oh, look, I'll put it back. Can
No,
I put
I'm
it back?
hugging him now. I still haven't named him yet. Maybe I should just call him Claire. Claire.
Claire, the Sinclair. Oh, because Sinclair. He's called Claire.
Sinclair. Yeah.
That's cool. I like that.
He was a little gift this year. I got him this year.
Yeah.
He was a gift from a very good friend of mine.
Nice.
Because we went on a dinosaur adventure together, and we rode the Sinclair sauropod,
Nice.
which is like a whole thing. In case you didn't know, on the internet,
Uh-huh.
it's a thing. It's like a cult. I don't know.
Nice.
But, I think I've talked about the Sinclair dinosaur riding before.
Yeah.
But if you've never done it, be prepared. It's more difficult than you think.
And I actually just thought of one more thing that I want to mention about this, because I completely forgot it. I completely forgot. I was going to name this one Dance Bangers Volume 2. So if you're out there and you're seeing stuff that says Dance Bangers Volume 2, which would have been the follow-up to Dance Bangers, I actually just wanted to name it Echo because I thought it was a cooler name. So I went with Echo instead of Dance Bangers Volume 2. So if you get confused, I never actually finished Dance Bangers Volume 2 because I just changed the name to Echo before putting it out there. So Echo actually is Dance Bangers Volume 2, just a different name because I didn't like the Volume 2. And I think, I went back and forth on it, and I was like, just go with something new. So I went with Echo as the new production name for that album.
Stinky.
So yeah, Volume 2, I mean,
Stinky.
calling things Volume 2 is
Lazy.
kind of like, yeah. There's also a music video for Echo that I finished up not that long ago, and I can, send that or drop the link or whatever, some internet stuff, and I'll figure something out. Yeah, so that's cool. That's all I wanted to mention on that. Oh, and then I also wanted to mention that there is the Elvis Festival in Tweed, August 26th. There's a show going on August 26th.
I was going to say, I think the festival in Tweed is...
There's something going on August
more.
26th that Nick is doing. And
The Nick, like here?
No, in Tweed. Nick, our friend that we met?
Nick.
Nick, he does the
Sorry.
Elvis stuff.
I misunderstood.
Nick
didn't
that does
realize
the
you were
Elvis
talking about
stuff?
a person.
Yeah, Nick that does the Elvis.
Yes.
I believe they are doing one in Tweed.
Cool.
On August 26th, so I wanted to give a shout out to that too. The show coming up. So if you can catch the Elvis show coming up August 26th, I wanted to mention that because that's going to be cool. And all the Elvis shows are great. So if you can catch this one, check that out.
Yeah, FYI, a lot of people think that these Elvis tribute artists are the same as Elvis impersonators, and they are not. I kind of used to think the same thing, even though a friend of mine is an Elvis tribute artist. But I just pictured those really, really bad impersonation people, and it's not the same. It is not. If you've seen an Elvis impersonator, it doesn't matter. They suck. They will always suck. Go to see a tribute artist. It's different.
The tribute artists have the best of the best, and they are great performers.
These people study.
They do a great job of putting on the best Elvis shows, the best Elvis tributes, possibly out there. So if you get a chance to catch one, this one is coming up within a week here. So I thought I'd mention that. The Elvis tribute show that's coming up. Yeah, check it out because it's awesome. And they put a lot of time into it, a lot of energy into putting these Elvis shows together. And if you can get there and enjoy a performance, definitely check out the performers doing Elvis because it's great. And it's a good time. It's just a good time all around. I'll also drop, I think there's a poster, so I'll throw up the poster to that so that way people can go and see the Elvis show coming up. It's within a week, so it's coming up pretty soon. But if you can get there, check it out because it's going to be a good time. And all the Elvis shows are nothing but a good time. And the performers are great, and it's fun. So go see the Elvis show coming up. Coming uppeth in the endeth of the weeketh. Exactly. And she likes Merlot now, and this is a different Amanda.
I have a different Amanda this year.
Talk about your conversion to enjoying Merlots.
I don't even know if...
Like, how did you just change? Like, I don't understand.
Know.
She never used to like Merlots.
I didn't like Merlots for years.
And then all of a sudden, now she's like...
I don't know what happened.
How do you, like...
I don't remember.
You're not the same, like, wine drinker
I'm
you
not
were.
the same person I was, like, 6 months ago. I'm a different human.
She's a different human now. She
human.
drinks a different type of wine. Oh, my God. But I think if there's anything that your tastes do change with, it is wine.
I think a lot of things.
A lot of things, yes, but wine's a big thing.
And, like, who knows? Maybe with Merlots, maybe I'm just more picky. Maybe it has to be, like, a better quality wine, whereas with, like, Cab Sauv, I can have something that's, like, a little bit lesser quality, and I don't notice it as much.
Fair.
I don't know.
Fair.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm making shit up, because I have no idea.
Yeah.
I just know that there was a point in time where I had a Merlot for whatever reason, and I was like, hey, this is good.
That's wild. You still haven't converted me. I'm still, like,
That's
fencing
fine.
with my Merlotness.
I think that
I'm, like, kind of like...
you have a preconceived hatred. I think if you didn't know, you had to do a blind taste test.
If I didn't know, I'd be able to tell. I could tell. I could tell if it was a Merlot or not.
Okay, we're going to try it. We're going to have a blind taste test.
I could tell. You know, I am not a wine connoisseur.
But it'll have
I'm not
to
a
be
wine
with the same
connoisseur, but I can definitely do a test and tell if it's a Merlot or if it's not a Merlot.
All right, we'll see. We'll put you to the test.
Ooh, the Merlot test. Mm-hmm. So you're going to get one Merlot and one not from the same brand, and then you're going to see if I can tell the difference. I'll be able to tell the difference in this flat.
I'm not going to ask you to tell the difference. I'm going to ask you to tell me which one you like.
Oh, shit.
And we're going to do it properly this time, where you're going to take a sip of wine,
okay,
and then you're going to have a sip of coffee.
And then take a pause.
No,
in between?
You can go right after.
Okay.
The coffee cleanses.
Just the palate cleanse. You want the official palate cleanse.
Yeah,
in there.
because the one wine is going to affect the taste of the other. If you don't have a cleanser in between.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
So.
Okay. Cool. Well, we could do it that way, but I'm telling you, I'm going to be able to tell the difference. I'm going to be able to tell the difference.
Challenge accepted.
But see, this is the thing though, is I'm also not going to say that I'll never come around to Merlot because I don't hate them. I know you said that, but I just have a higher preference in other things. I can drink it. It's not like I'm putting it down and not drinking it. I can finish a couple glasses, and I most certainly will. And if that's the only thing there, I could probably finish a bottle. So it's not that I hate it, all right? It's not that I hate it. I could finish it. If someone was like, come to this wine party, but all we have is Merlot, I'd be like, I love Merlot. It's great. Because it would be the only thing there, all right? Okay. But if I have an option and a choice, I would go for other ones. All right. But if it was the only thing there, I would have a couple glasses and I would be all right with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I could roll with it. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. It's not like I wouldn't drink it. You know, it's not like I wouldn't drink it. If it was there, it's there, man. You know, it's like, you bringing Merlot to your bachelorette weekend, or what are you bringing?
I haven't thought that far ahead.
Good. Don't. It'll just happen. It'll be a good time. And whatever happens, happens.
I have been communicating with too many people today.
When in Rome, right? When in Rome.
Yep. When in Rome.
When in Rome, do as the Romans do.
But my wine is done.
Well, they have a lot of wine in Rome, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Rome is a great place to drink wine.
Because Rome is in Italy.
Well, Rome is in Italy, and Italy is by far one of the top wine places.
I got purple on my
Do you think everyone's bucket list includes go to Italy and drink wine while eating pizza? Isn't that just like something
Probably.
you need to try to accomplish at some point in your life?
Probably.
Like, if you don't go to Italy, drink wine, and have a pizza, I don't think you've fully lived. I feel like if you want to try to live your life out with different completions, I feel like that one has to be there. Go to Italy, drink some great wine, have a pizza, and that'll that has to be something at some point that you try to make happen to your best ability. And if you can't make it there, maybe California. Well, California has great wine. They're pretty dialed in there too with their wine.
Yep. I'm done.
Okay, well, let's get some more wine. Thanks for coming out today, everybody. I hope you have stuffies around you. Great music playing, great wine, and
always trust in the Velociraptor.
Yeah, let's go with that.
It'll help you win Monopoly.
Let's go with that. Bye, everyone.